everyone.
Hi there, welcome to Casa Salentina.
Yes, I'm Anna.
And I'm Michael.
And if you haven't been here before, we purchased a house back in 2022 in the south of Italy, in Puglia, in the region of Salento. So
this is our journey of buying a home in south of Italy, in Salento, the heel of Italy, known for its beautiful beaches, sunshine, a land steeped in history. We bought our house in the historic centre of Galatone, a small town just a short trip from the beautiful coast of Santa Maria al Bagno and surrounding towns of Gallipoli, Galatina and Nardo. Follow our journey on how we made it possible from Australia to purchase this remotely and the progress of the refurbishment and restoration along the way.
So today we're probably going to talk more about the process of getting Italian citizenship, which is where it all first started.
Yes.
So talking about citizenship, we're going to talk about passports, citizenship document. We're going to go through the website here in Sydney, the Sydney Consulate, navigate through there. So what you'd like to know more of. So we want to start the conversation because a lot of messages that come through also is about citizenship. Do you have to be an Italian citizen to purchase a property? Do you have to be a resident to buy property?
And how could you stay in there in Italy for over 3 months, 90 days? People said, how do you stay for that long?
Yeah, so it keeps coming up over and over again. So for those that haven't been following the whole journey, just to explain, at the time I did not have Italian citizenship. So my parents are from Sicily, so I have Italian heritage.
My father's from Malta and mum from England, so I went through the process of getting Maltese passport through my father.
Citizenship
that is, and then passport. And from there, then Anna applied
as a spouse. And that took about 10, 11 months.
Yeah.
After Michael got his. So,
yeah.
But in the process of all that, so Michael's I think took 9 months. Yep. Mine took a little bit longer because I was starting to get a lot of applications. That was becoming really popular after lockdown.
Yep.
People were applying. But my Italian citizenship started back in 2020 during lockdown when our original trip to Italy got cancelled during the lockdown period. I began then and there. I thought, well, we've got nothing to do. How about we start the process? Little did I know, and I was doing a lot of research at the time. Little did I know that it was going to take 3.5 years.
Yes.
But I've got it now. I've
got it in the end.
I got it in November, so I'll put a quick little screenshot here. I just got an email saying that I got it. Unlike the Maltese people, they sent me this beautiful document that came in the mail.
Unlike my Maltese citizenship, I was already deemed a citizen of Malta because of Dad being Maltese and his parents being Maltese. So I didn't get a citizenship certificate because I was already deemed to be a citizen.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's why I'm not getting the Italian citizenship, because I was already deemed, because I went through the bloodline, because my parents were both born there and they were still Italian citizens when I was born. They had not been naturalised, had not become Australian citizens until after I was born. So I was just really recognised, and that process took 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So it is a process. I will in this video go through the website just to give you a rough idea of what you need to do, because a lot of people have asked me from all the states, like Melbourne, Perth, it's not just Sydney people, and obviously in your country. So if you're in Canada or Italy or a different continent altogether, you'll go through your Italian consulate and they'll have their own conditions, their own fees, because they'll change from country to country.
Yep.
So you'll need to navigate that website, and it's not an easy one. The Sydney Consulate website is not an easy one. I believe the Melbourne one is not easy either. I've been speaking to someone there that have been following our journey, and they're going through, a challenging process just trying to even book their appointment. So yeah, just be aware it is a long process. I would book the appointment because usually there's a 12 to 18 month wait.
Yes, that's probably the first thing you need to do.
Yeah, and then you can go ahead and start collecting the documents that you need, getting them translated, and so forth. So don't put off the appointment if you want to get your Italian citizenship. But do you need it to buy the house? No, we did not have it to buy the house.
No.
You will need a codice fiscale, which is just an Italian tax file number, and we had that 12 to 18 months prior to even buying our property. You will not pay any taxes, so don't panic about getting a tax file number in Italy. It is more advantageous to you, and you will need it if you do purchase property, but it's also an advantage if you're there and you want to buy other products and bring them over. It's actually an advantage to have that tax file number.
And that was just something we did fill out a form out online, I think, and sent it away.
I'll
and that came
put
in.
a little screenshot here. So that's what the form looks like, and we just sent it in the mail, and it came back to us in the mail. I can't remember what the fee was. In fact, I think at the time it was free.
I don't think there was a fee, to be honest.
It was free at the time. I believe people now are saying there's a small fee involved. If you do get it done in Italy, some people do charge, you know, a fee as well. We know of people that can do it for you in Italy as well, but I would do it in your own country. It's quick, efficient. You can speak the language. And that sort of thing there. So that's the conversation we actually want to do, actually start with, and you can join in that conversation if you've got anything to add to getting an Italian citizenship and what's needed for the Italian citizenship. I will throw in the list that I took off the website 3 years ago, and give you a screenshot of that so you can actually see some of the documents you need. They may have updated, may have changed slightly, but as I said, on the website today, you'll see in this video, we weren't able to get in because they just shut. It's still that holiday period, still mid-January here. I do believe I think they're opening next week or the following week. So so that's what this video is purely about. So remember, you do not need Italian citizenship. We have this reciprocal with Italy, Australia has, so you can purchase the property. There are obviously conditions. We were able to stay longer because when we did go over in 2023 last year, we already had got our Maltese passport, so that's a European passport, so that gave us the ability to stay there longer than the 90 days. So I have not applied for my Italian passport as yet because I only received the citizenship late November, and it required 30 days for you to apply for your passport after you obtain the citizenship. So that brought us into Christmas, and as I said, now they're still closed at the moment, so I haven't been able to make the appointment to go in to do the passport. So that's still to be done, so I won't know what the fee is in 2024 to apply for a passport. And people are saying, why would you get one seeing you've already got a European passport with the Maltese? Because I'm Italian.
She's Italian, and it was something she started prior to us getting the Maltese ones. So
I started it
she's done so much work
Yeah.
on it, getting forms and
Yeah,
so on.
all the fees, paying for that,
Yeah.
paying for the translation, paying for the postille.
And it was the other way around. I would still want to get my Maltese ones. So
Yeah,
it's-
and the fast approach was Michael getting the Maltese one because it was so
Yeah.
much quicker and easier than we thought.
Yes, very much more efficient.
Yes,
Yeah,
very, and they
Quick.
speak English.
yeah, they do.
So it was like under 12 months, it was
Yeah.
incredible. So yes, it was sort of, when I did get it finally in November, it was like, oh, it was a bit of a fizzle.
Don't need it now.
Like 3.5 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still nonetheless excited. I'll probably get more excited when I have my Italian passport, perhaps. And then I'll
If
travel
you've had
down.
any experiences with getting your citizenship and or funny experiences or different ones from your country, leave a comment below and let us know.
Yes, because
Yeah.
we've had some funny stories.
Yeah.
And difficult stories too, where people said they thought they were able to get in, they couldn't. Like there was some, I don't know, some sort of red tape or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll also leave a link in the description below of the site that we're going to show you after for the Italian?
Well, that's for Sydney only.
For Sydney,
That's
anyway,
only for
yeah.
people in Australia in Sydney.
For Sydney.
Obviously, if you're in Melbourne, Perth, you've got to go to your own state. If you're in America, you'll go to your own state there. You're in Canada. What was the other states? I'm trying to think of the states of the people that follow us. So do follow your own country's rules. This is just giving you an idea for the people here in Sydney and
New South Wales. Yep.
New South Wales that have already messaged me.
Yeah.
And hope that helps you out. So probably in our next video next week, we'll probably do a forecast because people are asking us what are we going to do in 2024.
Yes.
Right. So we'll do a fast forward. Seeing we did a review last week, we will do a fast forward on what we're going to be doing this year and the following year.
Yeah.
And how the rental's going. Another question I get asked. So it is still rental. We still have our long-term rental going.
Yep.
So so we'll continue with that next week. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'd just like to thank you all for watching. We really, really appreciate that people are asking us questions. Feel free to email. Michael will put the email below here.
Yep, and I'll put a link down below as well in the
And
description.
if you need any help or a copy of these documents, that might help you just to start reading and getting an idea.
Yeah.
And
Also,
So to get to the site here, we type in Italian Consulate and you'll come up with that. Just to show you what I mean here. The Italian Consulate Sydney. You'll come up with this page. Obviously you'll have Italian Consulate in your area, so you'll change Sydney. And that's the website that opens up. You can ask for English in this top right corner there. That's it there. It's telling you that it's closed at the moment. And depending what you want here, I will be choosing Consular Services. You are a foreign citizen. If you have not got your Italian citizenship, you would click onto that area there. This gives you the services. So you come to this area here on the right. You're asking for citizenship and the grant of Italian citizenship by descent, which is the way I went through. So, and a lot of people do that. There's also as a spouse. So if you have yours but your spouse doesn't, they would click onto that. But bear in mind they will have an Italian test to do as well. So we're going to go for that one there. So come back here, by descent, citizenship by descent. You can read this telling you as a general rule, child of an Italian parent, father and mother is an Italian citizen. So it just goes through a few little points there for you all the way down. So we go to step 1, the online booking, and you go to prenotami, which just really means booking, booking your appointment. And you'll come up to here. So obviously you'll see I'm already signed in here. You would normally come up with a page asking you to create an account. So I already have an account, and you'll add your email address and your profile. So once you're in, you can see like my appointments here from the past, for example here, but you would go to book. And then obviously here you would click citizenship by descent and you go to your booking. I don't think it allows you at the moment because it's January holiday time. Yes, so it tells you here that you can't. But once they're opened, which they may open next week as we approach the end of January, you would then click here and a calendar will come up and you will just scroll through until you find an available date. Don't be surprised if you have to scroll through 12, 15, 18 months ahead of schedule. So that is just the first part of getting ready to book your appointment. So I'm just back on the home page here. I will say it's extremely challenging to go through this website. I will definitely say that, to find things, and it's extremely hard to even get help by phone or by email. So really need patience when you're in this website to find what you're looking for. When we actually get the documents that are required, you will need to have them translated into Italian. Certain documents have to be translated. So if we go to this Consulate Services and Visa here, and back to here, translation and legislation of documents, it will tell you here there is a list of translators that they recommend, and I did actually choose one. Come back into here. I chose one off this list. So, you just choose whichever's closest to your area and go from there, I guess. So, being in New South Wales, they were all in the Sydney area. And then from there, you choose, ring them up or email them, and then you can find out what the cost is to have your documents translated. Just come out of there. Now you'll notice here they've got, other little references here as well. So there is a little bit of help there for you as well if you need a notaio as well there. So while we're still on this same page, if you scroll down here, on the bottom here, you'll see Italian tax file number. So it is good to actually get that as soon as you can, and you can get one when you're in Italy itself, but you're best off getting it here. So it tells you the instructions how to fill out the form, complete the form, and send it off. It tells you need a birth certificate, attach a current passport, supply your phone number and email and your tax file number, and they forward it to you in the mail. So it's really important to have this Italian tax file number, which is also known as the Codice Fiscale. So whether you are going to go buy a property or not, it's just really good to have. You will not be charged any tax, so don't have any fee by having this tax file number. But if you do happen to want to purchase a property there, or any big items actually, you're best off having this prepared prior. So we had this done probably 12 to 18 months prior to buying our property, and it comes in handy for a lot of things when we're over there after we purchase the property. So you'll find that also on this list. Okay, so I just go back here. It'll probably just take me all the way back to the home page. I hope that helps out. Seeing we can't actually get into that booking at the moment, I'll see if I can find the list of documents that are required, and I will probably just pop it in as a image, as a JPEG file for you. But I will not have the most up-to-date one, obviously, because they have not opened in 2024, so we don't know what the new updates or new rules would be. But it still give you an idea of birth certificates, marriage certificates, if there's any divorce certificates or death certificates in the family, things like that. Some documents will have to have an apostille, and here they'll tell you where to go, so you'll have all the addresses here to apply for all that. Once you get your Italian citizenship, it could take between 2 and 4 years. Mine took 3.5 years. Admittedly, lockdown was part of that as well, but I believe it still takes that long. Apologise for the noise in the background there. And that's about all I can show you at the moment on the site while it's actually closed for holiday time. And just a note, once you get your Italian citizenship, you can apply for your passport 1 month after you have received your Italian citizenship. Mine did come in the mail, and I also got an email. So just remember that you will not have your passport automatically. You have to apply for it. It is a separate fee to your citizenship. I do not know what the fees are at the moment because they do change annually. So your fees for your Italian citizenship and your fees for your passport are going to be different, obviously country to country, state to state, and each year obviously they have an increase in price in your fees. So just remember your passport is going to be separate, and it could take another 3-6 months or so, just depending on the lag time for them. So that's about all I will probably get into.
Yep. And also, I'd like to say thank you to all of our subscribers. We are now up to.
I don't remember. I don't look at that.
I think we've passed the 600. We're under 640 or something now. But
yes,
if you haven't subscribed, it would be great if you could. Hit those little buttons and hit the bell so you get notified when we put videos out. It just helps the channel grow. A lot of people watch it but they don't subscribe. But if you could, that would be wonderful.
yes, that'd help us as well.
Yeah.
And we're just here to help you. So whatever you want to know more of, please let us know in the comment. We really want to help people. We just, we were looking for this help.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, and we couldn't find the help.
No.
And now we're starting to find now. So it's really good. It's how many people are out there that have done what we've done, bought things remotely, and we just want to help others. So yes, just don't be afraid to write something in the comments or email us if you need that extra. Enjoy your weekends. It'll be, what is it? Buona Domenica.
Yes. Buona
Domenica.
Domenica. That's right.
Yes, happy Sunday.
Video.
Obviously in Europe and America it might be 8 hours earlier.
Yes, it might be still Saturday night.
8 to 14 hours earlier, depending where you are in the world.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Ciao, guys.